Amazon removed your ASIN. Don't panic. Follow these steps to fix it. Also, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm going to be giving you a checklist to get your listing reinstated fast. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO and founder of EHP Consulting Group, and my goal is to help you stay and become a millionaire on Amazon, and the only way to do that is to conquer Amazon together. Let's dive in. When you find out your ASIN is removed, don't panic. The best is to stay patient, review it, and get it fixed as quickly as possible. So what you want to do is go into Amazon Seller Central. You're going to go to Performance, Account Health, and then it's going to take you here. And you're usually going to see the issue and how to resolve it here. So as you can see, restricted product policy violation. Here's one example. Another one is to scroll all the way down and you may see it here under compliance. So maybe it's a compliance issue. Maybe it's this type of policy issue, right? So you should see if the listing is removed. After around 48 hours to 72 hours, the resolve, it should show up right here in order to resolve the issue, right? It might not show up right away. Like I said, it might take 48 to 72 hours. You can also check your performance notifications and you want to figure out what happened. Why did this happen, right? So if we go into this performance notification right here, it should tell us exactly why it got removed, and we can click view details and we'll see that it is identified as a non-implanted electrical continent device, which needs a 510K number. So it'll tell you what you need, what needs to be done 90% of the time. The other 10%, sometimes it doesn't tell you and you need to reach out to Amazon to get it reinstated. So step number 2 is to dissect the issue and create a plan, right? If you don't have a plan, it's going to be much harder to get it reinstated. A plan always helps. So if I reviewed this, I could create a plan. Now, again, if you don't know why it got removed, check your performance notifications, check this to see if it tells you why it got removed. And if it doesn't, then you contact Amazon and your goal is to figure out why did it get removed. Then once you understand why it got removed, you can create a plan, right? Sometimes there's just a listing and it has one keyword and one keyword caused it. So maybe the word incontinence caused it, right? And then all you have to do is contact Amazon, remove that keyword, and then they reinstate your listing. It could be that easy. So don't panic. You want to figure out what caused the issue. What caused it to be identified as a non-implanted electrical continent device? What caused it? And in this case, it was the word incontinence, right? So then what you could do is create a plan. Let's say plan A. If we wanted to, if we know it's not a non-implanted electrical continent device, then we could update our listing. So we can contact the catalog team and then update images, copy, which is the title, bullet points, AK, etc. And then make sure that Amazon understands that it is not an electrical continent device. So then after fixed, reach back out to Amazon. So that could be plan A, and this is probably going to be the quickest way, is to update your listing. That's going to be A. Now you usually can't update it yourself. You need to contact the catalog team that can override Amazon's permissions to update your listing, especially since it's already removed. Now plan B is to read the entire thing and be like, okay, what do they need? So they need photos of all sides of the product. It says right here, photos of all sides of the product packaging, photos of the instructions, and they need a 510K number. So to get this, what we would need to do is step 1, get all the photos, because you can get your product easily. Get all photos of packaging, then you can get all photos of the instructions. And then now you need the FDA 510K number. Now to get the FDA 510K number, the first place we're going to ask is the manufacturer. So we're going to say, hey, manufacturer, do you have this? The manufacturer can probably also get the photos for you. Let's be honest, right? And it's in the manufacturer's best interest to help you resolve this, because they know if they don't get it resolved, they don't get more orders, they lose money. So you can talk to the manufacturer, tell them, hey, we need this. Do you have an FDA 510K? Do any of your items have an FDA 510K? Do you know what an FDA 510K is? And they should know what it is, and then they should be able to point you in the right direction or give you that information or help you get that FDA 510K number. So that's what we want to do. We want to create a plan A, plan B, and then of course there could always be like a plan C where you just recreate an entire new listing, but that's not going to solve the actual problem. And then step 3 is working on implementing the plan or plans. Now, when I say plans, I like to, as a consulting agency, is to go with multiple plans at once. And the reason why we do that is because maybe plan A doesn't work, but we're already working on plan C. So now we have a backup plan that we're already being implemented, right? So let's say we're doing plan A and we're contacting the catalog team. We're like, okay, it's probably gonna take maybe 15 days, max 30 days to get it completely revamped, right? To not look as like a electrical continence device, to remove all those keywords, and as well to contact Amazon and say, hey, you know, we've updated it. We contacted the catalog team, right? It's not a non-incontinence implanted device, right? So that would be plan A. And we're just gonna say, okay, this is gonna take 30 days, right? Let's try to be honest here. And then while we're working on plan A, we're also reaching out to the manufacturer just to see if they have these. And reaching out to the manufacturer, let's say max, it's gonna take 10 days for the manufacturer to be like, let me double check, get back to you. And while we're doing that, we're doing plan C at the same time. We're just recreating a new listing. We're just gonna have that as a backup and just write, we're not gonna be selling on it yet. It's just in case something happens where Amazon's like, oh, you're right, it's not a non-implanted electrocontinence device, but we want you to create a new listing. And sometimes Amazon does that. So we can have a new listing ready, and this should take under 5 days to create a new listing and just have it there and just ready to go, right? So that's gonna be the next step, is working on these plans. Not one, but multiple at the same time is what I recommend. So that way you have a higher chance of succeeding. Pretty much you'll succeed almost no matter what if you're working on each plan at the same time. Maybe plan B, you figure it out and now you're like, oops, it's gonna take an extra 50 days now. And now but you already are implementing plan A, and then plan C is already ready to go. So have multiple plans ready and then work towards implementing those. Now, step number 4 is to say, not today, Amazon. You're not getting us kicked out and ruining my entire life just because of this. And you fully implement these. Plan A, plan B, plan C. You send Amazon the documentation, you start selling, you recreate that new listing, and you're telling Amazon, not today, we're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep solving problems, we're not gonna give up like you want us to. And then step number 5 is to work up the chain of command. You're gonna be surprised where a lot of Amazon employees don't really care or they don't understand. They'll just do template responses. And even if your listing isn't supposed to be a violation on Amazon's policy, they're just going to ignore it. So you want to work up your on the chain of command. So when you first call Amazon, you're going to get the lowest of the low. Usually it's just going to be seller support, and they're not going to know what they're doing. You want to go right to the catalog team as quickly as possible. Now to do that, say, hey, this is the catalog issue. Can you please transfer me to the catalog team? They're either going to be like, huh, what's the catalog team? And you need to explain the catalog team is a specialized team at Amazon that helps update listings and push listing updates through, like batch IDs, file updates, and then they're going to transfer you over there, or they're going to try to do it themselves. What you want to do is still try to get it transferred over to the catalog team. Sometimes they care and they're able to fix it really quick, but the catalog team has a lot of power. If the catalog team can't resolve the issue, then you can try to go from the catalog team to the captive team, right? And then you can go from the captive team to the leadership team, right? Now, another area is going to be the brand registry team. They have, even though they might not say it, they have the ultimate power. They're able to click a button and reinstate your listing right away. So if you do have brand registry, log into brandregistry.amazon.com and contact them directly. You can also contact them via seller support and say, hey, transfer this to the brand registry team, because the brand registry support team has so much power where they can click a button and then accidentally reinstate your entire listing, especially if you are the brand owner. And remember, if you're not able to get reinstated immediately, keep pushing. Keep climbing up that mountain like you're trying to climb up and become a bestseller on Amazon's list. You need to keep pushing and getting to the right representative that's willing to help and clicks a button to get your listing reinstated. It's that easy. But the hard part is getting to the right representative that actually cares and knows how to do their job. And thank you for staying towards the end of the video. Here is the listing reinstatement checklist. So number 1 is to identify the issue. To identify the issue, you go through performance notifications, account health, seller support, and identify the exact issue. Sometimes it's just one keyword or a few keywords and you just need to revamp the listing and then it gets reinstated. Then you dissect the issue and create a plan to resolve. I recommend to have multiple plans ready to go. After that, you're going to be implementing the plan and contacting Amazon to update the listings or give them the documents to reinstate the listing. I like to escalate it, and then I do like to also create multiple cases. Some people are against multiple cases. Multiple cases do work. And then you would get your listing reinstated. And those are the 4 steps to get your listing reinstated. And that's it for today's video. Comment below on how you recently conquered Amazon. And of course, if you need any help with Amazon, just contact ehpconsultinggroup.com right in the description. This is what we specialize in. Everything Amazon, especially our #1 service, where we'll manage your account. We'll contact Amazon for you. We'll get all of your listings reinstated, make sure your account's healthy, and most importantly, increase your sales. Contact ehpconsultinggroup.com. If you learned something new, drop a like. If you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend that you subscribe to this channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO, and I'm signing out.